All right. So,
Deputy
Mikey.
editor of Marine Corps Gazette, Vic Ruble, is in studio, and we're going to interview him next.
But first, do you have jewelry you don't wear anymore? Well, Leo Hamels just doesn't sell jewelry. They'll buy your jewelry, diamonds, gold, silver, flatware, coins, you name it. If it's jewelry, he'll take a look at it. And he'll pay you right on the spot. They'll even buy broken jewelry. So here's an idea. Sell the jewelry and buy yourself a gun. And when you sell to Leo Hamel, not only will you get a best deal in town, you'll also be supporting a Second Amendment. Support the companies that support the Second Amendment. Call 619-299-1500, or you can visit their website at leohamel.com to find a jewelry buying location near you. Always get awesome service at Leo's. 619-299-1500.
So normally he's on the East Coast in the Washington, D.C. area, and he is the deputy editor of the Marine Corps Gazette. But we convinced him to come out to the West Coast. And
you really put a hard bargain on me.
I really did. So
it's tough out.
Yeah. So how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
You bet, Vic. So tell us what you do. First, let's talk about what is the Marine Corps Gazette.
So the Marine Corps Gazette is one of two publications offered through the Marine Corps Association. The Marine Corps Association is the professional organization for Marine Corps that's not associated with the Marine Corps, if that makes any sense. So,
so the most unofficial.
Official.
Or, I'm sorry, the most official,
unofficial organization
right.
associated with the Marine Corps. So whereas we don't necessarily fall under like DoD guidelines or whatever, what we do is continue that professionalism, the discourse. We offer tools towards professional military education, sponsor events, and things of that nature. So it's a nonprofit that's associated with the Marine Corps, but we don't take orders from the commandant or anything.
That's awesome. What's your role there? What do you do? What do you actually? What is it you'd say you do here?
Yeah. So I am the deputy editor, as you mentioned, of the Gazette, which is one of the two publications that the Marine Corps Association publishes. I'm also the creative content coordinator, and which led me into podcasting, and I'm a co-host of the Marine Corps Association's podcast, Scuttlebutt.
Awesome. And you have you were saying that you're one of the things you're going to do on the West Coast out here is. We had a guest, I don't know, a month ago or so, Benji.
Yeah, Benji Manabog. Yeah, I'm interviewing him on this week, so I'm really looking forward to that.
That's awesome. Looking forward to getting a lot of credit for that when you're on the air. Anyway, so
absolutely.
No, I'm kidding. I'm happy to. That guy's awesome. I think you guys are going to have a great interview.
Yeah, just in what I've been in touch with him just a little bit. He's been just an absolute. The nicest guy.
Yeah.
And then looking at his background and stuff, I'm really looking forward to spending some time with him.
What's your background? How did you get into this?
So I'm a Marine. I retired in 2018. Nothing is like cool as Benji, but I did do 4 tours overseas. I'm an Amtracker, for those who don't know. It's like basically the tanks that go in water.
Oh, cool.
So we work a lot with the Navy.
Those big,
I thought you rode trains a lot.
Yeah.
No, it's not an Amtrak. It's an AAV, the amphibious assault vehicle.
Like those big square looking
things. Now they're on wheels, but I'm a dinosaur. I was on tracks, but now they're on wheels. But yeah, we go on the ships. We take infantrymen from ship to shore and then objectives inland. For half of my career, though, we were in the desert, so I mostly did infantry work. We stopped using Amtraks pretty much around the 04, 05, 06 time frame.
So did you join right out of high school? Or
Yeah, no, I went to college. So as I think we mentioned earlier, I went to San Clemente High School.
Yep.
And then I went to Whittier College up in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And they have a program called the Platoon Leaders Course. So I went between my junior and senior years of college. I went to OCS in Virginia.
Wow.
Came back. I was playing football for Whittier. So I didn't do a lot of like the X's and O's stuff in the summer to get ready for my senior year.
Different set of X's and O's, right?
I had a lot of endurance, yes. Yeah. I could outrun everybody. But there was some catching up to do. I finished out my senior year and then commissioned on the day of graduation as a second lieutenant.
That's awesome! Congratulations! Yeah. How many years were you in the Marine Corps?
20. Yeah. So that was 97. So it was Clinton era. you were like high speed if you went and like handed out humanitarian rations in some, in a country that had a humanitarian crisis or some disaster relief.
Well,
like, wow, that's real world action. And then 9/11.
Years later.
Yeah, fast forward, as I'm sitting in the common area of the barracks watching, the towers fall and everyone going, shouting, "Get to the armory," because I was at Camp Pendleton. For those who aren't aware, where we were at in Camp Pendleton is right off the 5, and we're just up the street from San Onofre. And so, like, get to the armory. This is happening.
So that's how you can tell he's a real Californian, that he hasn't been tainted by the East Coast too much.
Yeah. It's in the blood. It's in the marrow.
Yeah.
Like
He
that.
may go there, but he always comes back.
I live there, but this is my home.
How many times have you said, "Man, I miss In-N-Out"? And all the other Marines looked at you, were like, "What?"
Yeah, what day is it? It's just I think I have alarms set when I was just supposed to tell someone about In-N-Out.
And they try so hard to replicate that burger.
Yeah, they've got
try
5 guys. They've got a couple, but it's not. It's not. It doesn't
I'm right
do
there with
it.
you. Somebody said Whataburger in Texas.
Not even close.
Yeah, that's. I haven't had one yet.
We tried that when we were storm chasing. We hit a couple of those. And,
Did you?
Yeah, they were okay, but they were not. That's not.
But it wasn't
No
In-N-Out.
No In-N-Out.
Yeah, it's just.
So what kind of what are you looking to accomplish with the podcast? It's everything's changing, right? Like the internet changed everything about 15 years ago.
Yeah, and then so it was interesting when I came on board, they had the sound studio and there was the idea for the podcast. And, being the creative content guy, I figured, this is probably something I should help move along. I had zero intention of being the host. So we go through all this stuff. I'm the ideas guy. Hey, here's the thing. Everybody's like getting motivated. Like, this could really work.
Keep talking.
And I'm
keep
like,
talking.
all right, so who are we going to have as the host? And they're like, what do you mean? You? We're like, no.
You just built it.
Yeah. So I was like, well, I'll tell you what, I'll do it for a little bit until you guys figure out somebody to come in. And they're like, why? We're already paying you.
How many years is a little
How long
bit?
has it been?
Yeah. So we're on our, I should know this. It's like the 27th episode. We've been doing it since like August. So we're still very much in the
Well, it's a good thing you
pupa
just did it
stage.
for a short time.
Yeah.
You're a
The
man of
pupa
your
stage.
word.
Yeah, right.
So you described, we were talking about Benji, and we were talking about some of the other folks that you want to get on, some of the storytelling that you do, and you described it perfectly when we were off the air.
Yeah, so this is going to be I'm going to totally punt it now.
So talk about what the goal is.
Yeah, so I guess the bumper sticker that we go with is Stories Matter. And, I after I retired, I went to American University, got my master's in creative writing. And so I was very interested in storytelling, obviously. It's something that I think narrative drives a lot of what we do, politics and religion. And I mean, everything has a narrative arc. And so one of the things I noticed as I was looking at the bookshelves is that the stories that were being told, or the things the gatekeepers were allowing to go on the shelves, were Medal of Honor winners, or then some, hardcore commander of some task force that does stuff at night and snatches up bad guys. And those are all great stories. Obviously, they're very exciting and they're uplifting, sort of. But it's like 1.1% of what people do. And I mean, we've been at war for 12 years. Not everybody got a Medal of Honor. Not everybody commanded some high-speed task force. But everything that everyone did mattered. If you stood post, you kept people alive while you were standing post. Or if you just patrolled every day, you kept bad guys from attacking, or kept people from harassing, or kept murder intimidation campaigns, or whatever it was. We were together. We were in a brotherhood in arms, and what you did mattered. And so let's talk about those stories. And so we started looking at what people were doing either while they were in, when they got out. Benji's a great example. What happened before they were Marines?
Yeah.
And what was that path? What was that journey like? And we just started to see like these really rich, deep, like really profound and engaging stories. And so like, let's just tell those. We don't have to. Not everybody has to be the guy who killed bin Laden. Like,
And
these
every soldier, male or female, has that same story.
absolutely.
So your content list is
it goes
long,
on and on.
and
Yeah,
it grows every time somebody joins the military. Do you remember going in the bus to the recruiting office to get your hair shaved? I mean, the first place for the exam?
Yes, well,
I remember that as good.
Yeah.
I can remember looking out the window, and I could see it. And I'm thinking, what the hell did I just do?
Yeah. Well, luckily I played football, so the yelling part wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
So
No, that didn't bother. I had a father.
Yeah. And then same thing that I always had short hair, so that wasn't the biggest thing.
That
honestly,
killed me. My hair was on my shoulders.
I got one of the biggest butt chewings at the OCS that I ever got when they were doing the commander's inspection there towards the end.
Yeah.
And he starts asking goes every other guy, whatever. Hey, what's the thing you disliked the most about being here? And most be like, the drill or the running. Everybody had their templated answer. And I was like, waking up in the morning. Like, I am not a morning person, so having to get up at 5 in the morning and then start your day, that was the worst part. The PT I can handle, the yelling I can handle, short haircut's fine. But yeah, wake up in the morning. If there's a 5 in the morning, I had no idea.
You should have asked if maybe there was like a second shift Marine Corps.
Right. Like, is there a night thing I could do? And so, as soon as the colonel left the air, because he was just like, all right, good to go, candidate, whatever. And as soon as I left, they were just like on me, like, starving dogs on hamburger.
As they normally do.
But
any opportunity.
One of the way you phrased it, I really want to make sure that this is said. You said that hearing all these very truly impressive. Not to take anything away from some of these award winners and whatever the guy.
For sure.
But you said what did you say about that?
Yeah, I mean, these stories mattered because.
But what did it make? It made you feel.
It made me feel like what I did or what other people had done didn't matter. Like because we were at war for 12 years, but because no one cares about what I did, maybe at a bar someone says, "Hey, let me buy you a beer," which is a great. And I'm trying to downplay that at all. But when the constant narrative is, "Hey, we only care about these guys because they got medals," it really devalues.
I think that's awesome.
And I don't agree with that. I really don't. I think every single person in the Corps matters.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm glad you're telling the stories. But we're going to talk to you some more.
And we don't want to downplay a free beer either.
No. Did you bring any?
Or more. Yeah, or more.
Thanks for watching this clip from Gun Owners Radio. You can watch us live every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. California time, right here on our YouTube channel. Or if you're in the San Diego area, you can listen to us on 1170 a.m. We're also available on your favorite podcast platform for free. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can help restore and protect the Second Amendment, not just in California, but across the country.